Welcome back to Waste Knights second edition. I think this is going to be our final episode. We're sitting here. We need to get up to plot marker 5 at pumps. We should be able to do it this turn. I think we're sitting at 3 on the time tracker, so we've got lots of time to do it. The first action we're going to perform though is we're going to go do a camp action, get ourselves prepared for movement. So we're going to do a camp action first and then movement after that. Alright, so for a camp action we will spend one of our medicines and we will get rid of 1, 2 for the contaminated wound and 3. So we're sitting only with 1 wound on us, and I notice now we have no ammunition, so we, instead of doing a movement, we're actually going to go ahead and do a what is called exploration next. So let's go do an exploration looking for some ammunition, so at least we have something to fight with. Alright, so for our second action we will be doing exploration because we have no ammo and we only have a pistol. So if we get into a fight we have to use our fists, which would be very bad. So let's see if we can find some ammo. We have an exploration of 2 and no fuel. We get a fuel and a damage to the vehicle. We're not going to do that one. And this one, okay, this is not bad. We get a fuel or an ammunition and a damage to the vehicle. So we're going to take the ammunition and 1 damage to the vehicle. Let's go back to our player area. Alright, so we get damage to our vehicle 1. It's not bad, but we got the all-important ammunition for our pistol, so we can use it. That's the end of the turn. The time marker is going to go down, and then we're going to be very quickly right into the next turn. Alright, the turn marker from 3 down to 2. Let's go for our next turn. First thing we're going to do on our second turn here is we're going to move. We obviously want to get to the pumps, so let's get up there and see how that works. Alright, well we have no fuel, but we don't actually need any. We're just going to have to go through a sand space, mountain space, and the pumps is actually a road space. So if we take a look here to get there, it's actually quite easy. 1 movement point, 2, 3 movement points, and no movement points. So for 3 movement points, our pursuit vehicle can move, of course, 5. We easily get the pumps on our movement. Of course, that means we have to draw an encounter card. Top card off the encounter deck is the road encounter deck is this one, a sandstorm. All right, let's take a closer look at that and see what it is. All right, so we're encountering a sandstorm threat 1. So we're gonna pull a token out of the bag. Let's see what we get here. And threat token. Looks like we're going to be taking a damage no matter what we do. It looks like we have to test Tech 2. If we pass, we get 2 experience. If we fail, we break a working gear card for each failed success. Alright, let's get out the dice tray and see what we can do. Let's hope we can pass. And of course, very quickly, we'll look at our tech ability. We're going to be rolling 1 white and 1 green die. Alright, let's roll them up. Alright, we are looking for 2 successes, and we get 3 successes, so we easily get a success here. So we pass. We're going to get 2 experience. That's going to level us up, but we are taking 1 damage. Alright, we get another level up. Let's go over to our character, get our 2 experience, and take our 1 damage. Alright, well we're going to take 1 damage, but we are getting 2 experience, 5, 6, and that means we're leveling up again. And I think we can level up right now before the end of our action, before we take on the plot marker. I'm pretty sure. Let me double check that, but let's take a look at our level up cards. Alright, I had a quick look up. So as part of your camp action you can level up. So at the end of your turn. So we've moved, encountered the sandstorm. We're going to do a camp action just because we can now then level up. So for camp action we're going to spend our 1 medicine that we have left. We're going to get rid of all of our wounds, and we are going to get a level up card. Alright, let's get our level up card, and then the timer's going to move down 1. And I almost forgot, as part of our camp action, of course, we have a repair of 2. We did have 1 damage on our vehicle, and we do not have 1 damage anymore. Alright, let's take a look at those level ups and see what we can find. Alright, so taking a look at our level ups, we have sturdy body work we can take. We're just using our own special Avenger. You gain +2 to your chassis. I think that's kind of useless right now. We're not going to worry about it. Unstoppable, you gain +1 exploration. Well, the first thing we're doing on our turn next time is we are going to be doing a plot action. So well, I mean, we could do this. I don't think we're going to take that. Jack of all trades, we are at level 6. We can take this one. You make a test When making a test, except in combat, so this doesn't help us in combat, you may gain a white die. I think we're skipping that one. Expert driver, you may place a damage on your vehicle to prevent a damage once per turn. I don't think so. You gain +1 repair. You ignore the effects of all malfunction cards. Not very useful. Ramming. I think we're taking ramming. Engagement. You may place 1 damage on your vehicle to deal a damage to your enemy. Too bad we don't have a heavy vehicle, but we have a medium, so we can just automatically do 1 damage to our enemy. We're taking this one. So we now have the ramming ability. Awesome. And that's our level up, and that's going to be the end of the turn. We are going to be going right into another turn, finishing off our playthrough today. Alright, and that takes our turn marker down to 1. It didn't leave the track. We're still good to go. Going right now back into another turn. So this is basically 3 turns this episode, but they're going very quickly. Let's go up to our to the pumps, and we're going to take that plot marker. Alright, we're way up here in pumps. First action, we're going to take plot marker 6. I don't think there's really any use in doing any other actions. I mean, we could do an explore first, and then pumps. So we don't want to get any damage and stuff. We're just going to go ahead and grab that. That's going to give us 2 on the timer track, and then we're going to be looking at entry 63 in the Book of Tales. Alright, that pushes the plot marker or time marker up 2. Good to go. We are now looking at entry 63. Alright, so we're way up in pumps. It says pumps, the final destination of your back-breaking journey along Highway 1. A city expanding around a few barely working refineries and petrol storages. Access to oil makes the rulers of pumps one of the forces in the waste to be reckoned with. Even the gangs prowling the area around pumps never cause trouble in the city itself. Time to tie up all those loose ends. You may perform 1 free camp action. Oh, darn it, even if you've performed 1 this turn, then resolve the proper entry. We do not need to do any camping. We have no damage, no vehicle damage, and none of our equipment is wrecked. So anyway, we'll just skip that. If special card 10 is in the game, see 92. It is. Special card 10 was the GMU Negotiators. So we are going to number 92. We're going to see what that says. It says, when you arrive to pumps, you know very well who's waiting for you there. You realize this won't be only about closing the deal with local petrol mongers. There's also the problem of the union's emissaries. They must be looking for new members among the refinery workers. C8. So we're going to go to entry 8 now. Alright, and 8 says, resolve the proper entry depending on the position of the distance or dominance marker on the track. The dominance marker is sitting at 8. So space 8 to 10, C98. But it also says you are the Avenger. And you noted in the Outback Chronicles that Logan is on a path of vengeance. You have to resolve 116. So we are indeed on a path of vengeance. So we're going to be going to 116 instead and resolving that. Alright, over we go to 116. Among the negotiators, you find a few misfits. One of them is still wearing a jacket of the biker gang responsible for your friends' deaths. You try to learn more, and soon you locate the miners' camp, where your targets also live. You boldly walk forward and call the miners' leader to talk with you. You explain to him that you're here, and he confirms that your group of bikers recently joined the crew. When you demand he give them to you, shakes his head. I don't care about their past. They're my men now. You won't have them. You threaten that you're ready to kill everyone here unless he agrees. Maybe it's the fire of revenge burning in your eyes that makes him reconsider his decision. Test negotiate 2. Okay, we got a negotiate to do. Let's get out the dice tray and get at it. And our negotiate skill is 2 white dice. Not fantastic, but let's get out the dice tray and see what we can do. We have to get 2 successes. Alright, we have 2 white dice for negotiating, and we get... Oh, we nail it. We get 3 successes. We needed 2. Alright, back to the book we go for a pass on the negotiate test. Alright, we're way up in pumps, and we passed the negotiate test C133. So we go in the book to 133. It says the miners' mob pushes a few bikers out of the ranks. At first they resist, but then they spit under the workers' feet and draw their weapons. Who the hell are you, loser? One of them asks. You killed my friends, you answer them back. Tell me where my wife is. They start to laugh. We've killed many people and many wives. Who'd care to remember them all? But don't you worry, you'll join your dead friends in no time. Search a wasteland deck for the first ring enemy. Resolve combat according to normal rules. The enemy gains 3 Threat, and Relentless. Oh my goodness. All right, this is going to be the final dust. 3 Threat. Holy crap. All right. We're trying to get our Rewengi. So these are threat tokens. 1, 2, I can't quite see them. 3. So we got 3 threat tokens out. We're going to search, let's search this deck, I guess, for the first ring enemy. That's not it. That's not it. Not it. Not it. Try not to spoil too much. We're going right foot. Holy jumping, we're going through cards like crazy here. There we go. Amputees. Alright, so it was the Amputees, biker gang, that actually killed our wife, killed our friends. Let's take a closer look at them. It is the final dust-up with these guys. We're getting our revenge, maybe? Alright, so they're going to give us 2 damage no matter what we do. They're going to roll an extra blue die. They have ambush, but it doesn't matter because they have relentless. They already have relentless. They're armor piercing. We cannot use our vest or our jacket to mitigate damage. Holy mackerel. And resolution. Attach 1 injury card to your knight once per combat. It's probably not going to matter. It's going to be the end of the game, but we will take an injury card after these guys. These guys are freaking brutal. We only need to do 3 damage to them though. And don't forget, we have ramming. We can take a damage on our vehicle right now to give them a wound, which means we only need to do 2 damage. We're going to be using our pistol, 2 white dice, a green and a white, for spending our ammunition. So we're going to spend our ammunition. We're going to use our pistol. We first run over a couple of them with our car, giving them a damage. So we only need to do 2 damage to them. Oh my god, let's get out the dice tray and see what happens. Alright, so they have ambush. They're relentless. It doesn't matter. They basically get to go first, so that token is taken care of. They get an extra blue die, which I've already added into the mix, and they're going to automatically do us 2 damage plus whatever they do here. Oh boy, and we have 8 health, so let's hope they don't do 8 health. Or 8 damage. And actually they didn't do a heck of a lot. So a total of 2. Let's put a 2 on this to represent the token. They give us 5 damage. However, we're still kicking because we have 8 health. Now, we've done 1 damage to them already. We need to do 2 damage to them. We're rolling 3 white dice, 1 green die for our pistol. If we can get 2 hits against them, we're going to smoke them. All right, let's see what we get. And we do 4. So, just like Clint Eastwood or Dirty Harry, we actually blow a bunch of them. We run them over with the car first. We do 4 damage to them, and we actually defeat them. So let's go take our damage. We are going to get a. Oh no, they didn't roll that symbol, so we don't get an injury card from them. Cool. They just give us 5 damage. So let's take our 5 damage, and then we'll take a look at the success option in the book. All right. Well, we took a damage to our vehicle by running over some of them, so we took them out that way. We are going to take the total 5 damage. We could not use our armor to mitigate anything because they had armor piercing, so they just blew right through our vest and our jacket. That's the 5 damage. We have 8 health. We are still alive. We took them out, so basically we would get a gear card and a medicine. So I guess we'll go ahead and do that. So the back of the gear deck, we actually end up getting a carton. We get a carton of cigarettes from them. That is absolutely cool. For bartering, you may discard this card, add 3 gear cash. So we run them over, we shoot them all down, we end up grabbing their cigarettes. That is absolutely hilarious. And we do get some medicine off them to lick our wounds afterwards. All right, we succeeded. Let's go over to the board again and read the success of that fight. All right, we took it to them. We absolutely run them over, shot them up. It says, if the enemy is defeated, you face each other and raise your weapons. A moment later, the raiders are dead, and you feel that your thirst for revenge is quenched a little bit. Now you know that vengeance has always been your true and only goal on this journey along the road to ruin. You no longer care for the problems of the North, if you ever did. Then we go to 16 for the conclusion. So 16 says, your knight wins. Yes, we win the game. You do not resolve any other ending connected to the main plot. of the adventure. So basically we ride off into the sunset, having gotten our revenge on the scums that have murdered our wife and killed our friends at the very beginning. And that's going to be the end of our playthrough, of our second playthrough of Waste Knight 2nd Edition, Road to Ruin. We took the northern route this time, called Wild North. So I hope you enjoyed it. I really do like this game. It's very cool. There are lots more involved scenarios in the book that we will get to at a later time, of course, because I will be playing this again. I really do like it. So thanks so much for watching along. Thanks for comments, subscriptions, likes. Again, Waste Knights 2nd Edition. And yeah, it was very fun, very cool. We actually won this one, and we were defeated in the first one. But anyway, very cool. And I can see how different paths, depending on different characters you play, you'll get different story each time. And of course, the randomness of the cards, all very neat. The randomness of the gear as well. Very, very cool game. Really do like it. Thanks so much, and we'll see you in the next playthrough series.